and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a terribly tragic story to share with you out of Texas. According to an article published on NBCnews.com on October 28th of 2020, a Houston man was recorded on a Facebook Live by his girlfriend while he was drinking and driving with her and two other passengers in his vehicle. In the video, 47-year-old Camilo Morejon is seen drinking beer, and according to the news report, he's bragging about being a better driver when he drinks. According to police, roughly 10 minutes after the video was streamed, the Honda Accord he was driving crashed into a pickup truck at a high rate of speed. Police say he was driving so fast, his car hit the truck on its passenger side and slid underneath the truck and killed all three of his passengers, including his girlfriend, who appeared with him in the Facebook Live. He hit the truck so hard, the driver of the truck was ejected from his vehicle and was hospitalized in serious condition. All three of the passengers in Camilo's car were pronounced dead at the scene. Camilo was hospitalized with non-threatening injuries, and police determined he was intoxicated at the time of the crash. They also claimed to have found open alcohol containers in his car. The prosecutor on the case said, quote, "It's very rare that we see actions of the defendant that close in time to a horrific crash like that, but it's what happens. It's what goes on moments before lives are lost." Unquote. He also said that Camilo was charged with 3 counts of intoxicated manslaughter, and his charges will be upgraded if the driver of the truck he hit dies as well. Wow. Such a horrible story. Stupidity at its best. Captured on Facebook Live. I wonder if it was worth it to him now. Now that he killed 3 people, maybe a 4th, and one he may have even loved. I will never understand why people drink and drive. It's one of the easiest things ever on the planet to avoid, and yet people choose to do it every day. They never think anything bad is going to happen to them, so why not? And more often than not, we hear that the drunk person who killed everyone else survived. I used to bartend, and I learned that their bodies become so relaxed when they're intoxicated that they don't brace for impact, so they don't sustain injury or death like people who do brace for impact. I don't know how true it is, but I guess it's an explanation anyway. I'm not a big drinker. I have a glass of wine here or there, but that's about it. So, I'm really big on always letting my family and friends know that if they're out drinking, then I'm a phone call away. No questions asked. I remind them all the time that I value them and ask them to please never drink and drive. I don't care what time it is, day or night, call me. Then I'll take them back to their cars after they sober up. Then they have no reason to ever drive while intoxicated. And they do. They call me at 2, 3, and 4 in the morning, and I'm trucking my ass downtown to Detroit or to a bar somewhere. But I don't mind. I'd rather know they're safe and they aren't putting anyone else in danger. It's a small gesture I can do to make sure everyone stays safe. People are going to drink, and there's nothing wrong with that, as long as they're responsible about it. But the idiot in this story wasn't. He took the lives of 4 people into his hands, while choosing to endanger them, and killed 3 of them. And he thought he was so cool, bragging that he drives better when he drinks. How is that funny? I'm very surprised that the other 3 passengers in his vehicle let him continue to drive them when they knew he was drinking. I would never get into a vehicle with a driver who I knew had been drinking. Never. People never think anything is going to happen to them. It's so sad. What if he had hit a car with children in it? I bet he didn't think of that at all. I bet he didn't even care. So many of us know people or have lost loved ones who were involved in accidents caused by drunk drivers. It's so unnecessary. Drunk drivers don't only make victims of the people they injure and kill, but of all the people who love them and will miss them as well. Years ago, friends of my family's were killed by a drunk driver while driving home from a family gathering on Christmas Eve. One of their sons was a police officer, and he was on duty that night, so he missed the gathering. Because he couldn't attend, His sister took a plate of food to him at the station and visited with him while he manned the phones. They were there together when the call came in that a drunk driver hit a car and killed all 5 people inside. When he was given a description of the vehicle, they knew it was their family. They lost their mother, father, brother, grandmother, and her boyfriend that night. All because someone got behind the wheel, intoxicated, and thought nothing bad was going to happen to him. Disgusting. And we don't really think about that, do we? When we get into our vehicles to drive somewhere, that we might not return because of the selfish decision of someone else. I bet if we knew how many people are driving on the roads intoxicated at any time of the day or night, we probably wouldn't even want to drive anywhere anymore. It's scary. I'm sure most of you don't need to hear this, but if it reaches one person listening and makes them think, then this video was worth it. Please don't drink and drive. Please, please, please don't drink and drive. You could lose your life. You could take the lives of others and have to live with that. Or you could ruin your life and end up in jail. You don't deserve that. Nor do your victims. Nor do your victims' families. Nor do your victims' children or anyone else who loves them. Want better for yourself and others. Value your life. Think about how it would feel if it happened to you or your children and your family and people you love. There are people who love you who are going to hurt terribly. There's nothing wrong with drinking. Drink away. Hell, if 2020 hasn't given us all a reason to drink, then I don't know what will. Just do it responsibly. Have a plan for a ride ahead of time so you stay safe and you don't endanger others. You matter. We all do. Let's start acting like it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you on my next video.